guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today we are going to talk about where my channel is going in 2024. It's not going anywhere, so guys, stick around. Alrighty guys, so as you all know, 2024 is going to bring some, I hope, some really good things to my channel. I am single. I am a solo traveler in February, and I'm retired. So I have time to commit to my channel, and I want to make some improvements on my channel. So guys, I've had a lot of thought, and I have thought about where I want my channel to go. I am still first and foremost part of the planner community. I will always have a planner. I will always do planner content. I'm not leaving that. But what I do want to do is implement some more content. And I hope it's content that you are wanting to see. And I do welcome the comments on this video. But I hope that the changes, and it's not so much changes, it's just going to be some content added and less of some content. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I will have one plan with me every week. And the reason behind this is I cannot show where I'm going before I get there. I can't, while I'm in a location, I really can't show where I'm at and be there at the same time. It's just not safe. Unfortunately, in the world we live in, it's just not safe to publicly put where you are for any given time where other people know that you don't know. So for my safety, I'm going to have to limit my plan with me's to a one time a week, which is going to be a general plan with me, just like I do now, because when I'm traveling, I'm still going to do the same things that I do now. I'm still going to have laundry. I'm still going to have to clean the location I'm at, because I am renting long-term, not long-term, it's long-term in the, when you're scheduling it. But by that, I mean, I'm going to be there for a month at a time. So it's not like I'm going to have housekeeping. You know, when you're in a hotel, you get someone in every day. They make your bed, they clean your room, whatever. I'm not going to have that. So Wendy's going to be that. Is going to be that. So I'm still going to have all this stuff like I do right now. So that content I will still provide. I will still do planner, plan with me's on my channel. So you're wondering, Wendy, what's going to change? Well, I'm going to tell you. There's been some things that I've been wanting to include on my channel for a long time. And what I'm thinking about and what I have settled on is I want to include more content. One is going to be content revolving around my travels. So I do want to film some of the things that I do, places I go. For example, I am planning on filming videos in coffee shops. When I go there, I want to explore the world of coffee shops. So I do want to take you guys with me when I hit a new coffee shop. I want to take you when I can find a stationery store. I want to take you to all these places that I go and visit. If it's a park, if it's you know, a walk, a hike, whatever. I want to take y'all with me and show you those things. And so my thought process is I will film, and then when I leave that location, I will show you the footage of all of that. So I'm not necessarily right there. The other thing that I want to do is at the end of my stay, wherever I'm at, I want to do kind of like an empty apartment tour, which it's not going to be empty because their furniture is going to be there. But I want to show you the location that I stayed and show you the Airbnb that I'm in and the location. And that way, if you guys are looking for some place to stay and it interests you to be in that location, I can give you the information. So that's going to change. I also want to incorporate my love of Audible. You guys know I love to listen to books on Audible. I love to read. However, for me, when I'm in the car, when I'm walking, when I'm doing house chores, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, that I cannot physically have a book in my hands, I like to listen to Audible. I do listen to music. I do listen to some podcasts. My favorite thing to do is listen to books on Audible. So my thought process was to do a book review, maybe not once a week, maybe twice a month. Do a book review of the book and how it was presented. Guys, my hair's still drying. I apologize. How the book was presented on Audible. So give you a brief synopsis of the book, and then I would like to tell you how the pacing was on Audible, the person reading the book, the person portraying the characters in the book. So how they presented that book. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to be honest and say I like some people better than others that are reading books on Audible. There are some people that I didn't like them when they read a particular book, but when I listened to them do another book, I really liked them. Those are the kind of things that I would like to talk about in my books. And then the other thing is how they portray the emotion. I have had sometimes people read a book and they're very monotone. They don't get excited when the character gets excited. They don't present fear in the person's voice or those kind of things. That's the things that I want to critique on Audible. I will always be kind. But I would like to do that. So I just want to spread my wings a little bit. I've got a list. I want to make sure that I am doing this correctly. So I want to bring you more face-to-face content, which is what I call this that we're having now. I don't know what it's called in the YouTube world. But I like to have once in a while, I like to do videos where I can sit down and talk with you guys and tell you what I'm thinking, what's going on, that kind of thing. And one of the things that I really want to bring to you is a chat occasionally on the trends in the planner world. What's trending right now? Is it something I like? Is it something I don't like? What's going on? Those kind of things. Something that I have found that has, just resonates with me as far as a certain supply or something like that. So I do want to still bring you those kind of things. There will be times that I will have haul videos, that not very often, because, and this is a big thing. Part of the functional planning is going to be because I will not be getting mail regularly. My mail will go to my son and Emma's apartment, and then they will box it up and send it to me sporadically. So the problem is going to be Airbnbs and short-term rentals like these don't allow you to get mail at that location. So my thought process is I can get a P.O. box at one of these like UPS store or some of these other locations, and then contact them and say, pack up all my mail and send it to me. If they've got another location in that area, they can send it to that location and I can pick it up. The other avenue I am going to be exploring is general mail delivery at the post office, because if I can do that, then Christopher and Emma can just send me a box of my mail and I can get it there. So that means I'm not going to have a lot of weekly kits because I can't get them. There's just no way that I'm going to be able to get them. What I am going to have is I will have them, whatever I ordered, sent to their location, and then I will have them mail me that stuff in an envelope so that their postage is not high, my postage is not high. But when I go to functional planning, I'm going to continue to use washi. I'm going to continue to use deco pieces. I will use, Amanda now has, that goes over the days of the week at the top of the page, a strip, and you just put the date dot in there. So I will be using more of that kind of thing. I'm still going to get pieces of her kits, the add-ons. That's going to be probably what I'm going to get the most of, and then continue to use a lot of functional pieces. You guys know one of the things that I love is the little matte, clear matte dots, and I love those. And I thought, Wendy, you could use those in your planner all the time and put your dots of what you want to do. So things are going to be changing, I hope for the better, guys. I hope you stick with me, and I hope you enjoy some of the stuff that I'm going to be doing. One of the things that I would love to do is at the end of my stay, not only do I want to bring you an empty Airbnb or a Airbnb move out. I don't know what I'm going to call it, guys. But when I leave that location, I'm going to do a video for that. And then I would love to do a sit down video and talk to you about the area that I'm leaving and tell you some of the things that I enjoyed, things that I didn't get to that I think I would have enjoyed, things that I did that I didn't enjoy, places that I saw, parks that I went to, coffee shops that I went to. I want to, in a nutshell, say, guys, this is what I did, what my feelings were on the area. And I'm going to be real. I know that in the world of solo travel, there are going to be times when I am going to be sad. There's going to be times when my feels are going to be there because there's nobody there with me to share that with. There are going to be times when Christopher and Emma are there with me. There's going to be times when my sister will go with me, hopefully. There'll be times where I have cousins that are going to go with me on some trips. And those times are going to be wonderful. But that's not going to be every time. And so I know there are going to be times in a solo travel where I'm going to be a little bit sad or, whatever. But I want to do a video and share all of that information with you. I want to share those times that I was sad and, how I worked through it and, all of those things. So guys, stick with me. The channel is changing, but it's growing. It's not so much changing, it's going to be growing. If you have comments of things you want to see while I'm going through this, please, please, please leave those down below. Let me know. I'm kind of thinking mixing up my planners a little bit, because my original thought was to use my Hobonichi Han as my travel planner, which I think that's going to become my stay at home on my desk, my planner there, and that'll be the one I'll film in. And my Avec is probably going to become my social media, my travel, everything's going to be in that. And my reasoning is, if I leave the house, that's going to be the one I take with me. And I don't want to take a full year in one book with me. I want to be able to take half of that book in that way. So I think my lineup Sunday was a good intent. At that moment in time, that's what I was going to do. But I think the more that I think about this and the more I start planning, the more I realized number one, I need to keep some things to myself. And two, the way I'm going to be planning is going to be changing. And there are changes that I didn't really understand until I started putting pen to paper with planning out trips already. So another thing that I want to spend some time on is creating a travel planner that fits my needs. And if there's requests for it, I will put it out there to be a PDF or a downloadable product. But it's something that I have wanted to do for a long time. And so there's things that I'm in the works that I want to do, and I want to advance this channel. This, guys, you guys have been with me for a long time. And I'm not going to kid you and say that, you know, I have a lot of money and I can afford to do all this traveling and blah. You know, we all have a budget, and to do more things, I need to increase that budget. And the only way I can do that is with this channel being monetized. I can now afford new equipment. I will be able to afford to go more places. I can do more things when I'm in a location. So I want to focus in on my YouTube channel. I want to focus in on my Instagram page. I want to focus in on my social media and do more things. So guys, I hope you'll stick with me with this journey and leave me comments on things you would love to see in my travels, in my planning, all of that. So guys, until next time, bye-bye.